Welcome back to Bioshock.
That sexy pink mood lighting.
Yes. Slider, and as always I'm joined by Manga.
Hey up.
And this time I decided to...
On
well,
the surface, I
let
once
him
bought
talk.
a forest. The parasites claimed that the land belonged to God and demanded that I establish a public park there. Why? So the rebel could stand slack-jawed under the canopy and pretend that it was paradise earned. When Congress moved to nationalize my forest, I burnt it to the ground. God did not plant the seeds of this Arcadia. I did.
You know, I was on this one. I was kind of on your side until you burned a forest. I can do it.
Yeah, that's just bad juju.
Yes. Probably waste of a lot of money too.
And it's just a dick move on it. If I can't have it, nobody can level.
Yeah. Time for more hacking.
Hey, hack it.
Okay, so yeah. So this is where they start to introduce new pipe sections. You can see the weird, tight-looking one.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Let's see, hopefully we get to show it off. Honestly, I think it will speak for itself as soon as... Just gonna watch the water flow and... wait for it. Soon as it reaches it, this happens. And it speeds up the rest of the process.
Nice. Okay then.
You're being attacked by rockets. Shut up. It's always a good idea to take a picture. Here another Big Daddy. With my limited health, I don't think I want to attack another one right now.
That does not sound like a good survival strategy.
Checking around to see if I missed anything. Doesn't seem to be.
All seems gravy.
Actually, the funny thing about this is I think I completely forgot to check that guy's corpse. So,
The minute
Whoops.
we came here, Masha started screaming, Mama, Mama, what is that? What is that? I thought she was having some kind of seizure. Then I realized, trees. Never saw one before. Thought they were monsters. Oh, Sammy, maybe we never should have come to this place.
So that Mad Max Fury Road is like, yeah, it's behind the thing. The tree? Yeah, tree thing.
okay, so I just thought of this. That's the thing that made you realize you should have come to Rapture?
That your daughter had never seen trees.
Yes, that's the absolute most terrifying thing about this place.
I mean, to be fair, it's a pretty bad sign.
Yeah, kind of. Though my assumption is that maybe she was born in this place. We don't know how long this place has been around. Might have been a while.
Yeah, true. It did seem to have like a pretty set society going before everything went to shit.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Speaking of going to shit.
It isn't right. I'm gonna need you to listen to me. I'm no sort of botanist, but I think Ryan has just killed Arcadia. The man's put something foul into the air. Bottom of the ocean, Bio. All the oxygen comes from the trees. No trees, no oxygen. Give me a spell to think. Ryan's woman in Arcadia is an old Betty named Langford. An okay sort, but not above doing a dirty job for $1. Is she still kicking around? I'm sure she's gonna want to save her trees. After all, she planted the damn thing.
Okay, so we can't leave. Instead, we have to find Julie Landford, which is that lady we got the messages from before.
Save the trees! Not for, you know, any hippie reasons, just for any literally do not want to die this exact minute reasons.
Yes. Good idea to always hack. So I guess when we heard Angel Ryan's story about burning down a forest, that was foreshadowing.
Not particularly subtle foreshadowing.
I guess not.
My trees! It wasn't you, was it? No. Ryan. I think I've got a way to save the trees. It's a genetic vector that... I'm talking to. Could you find a sample of Rosa Gallica for me? Look in the grotto. I've got to keep working while there's time.
Was that shiny-ass red mushrooms we walked by before?
It might be.
What the shit is that? That sounded like the most racist impersonation of a Mexican I've heard outside of, like, a wacky racist cartoon.
I know, right?
I mean, I loved Wacky Races when I was a kid, but watch it as an adult, a lot of those episodes were so fucking racist.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, anytime they were in, like, a country-themed track, like they're racing around Mexico or Alaska or something.
Oh, no.
And, or China, and yeah.
Oh, no.
It was that bad. It was that bad.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, that's a lot of spicers. Spicers?
Yes.
Splicers.
Splicers.
I mean, nobody likes seeing Sean Spicer either, but that's not what this is.
No. My thoughts went to Jack Spicer, the comedy villain from Zolan Soda. I think your reference might be a bit more relevant.
Only for a brief period. Hopefully people will be watching Shaolin Showdown long after they forget who Sean Spicer was.
Yeah. Anyway.
Now, I just started thinking about, like, history. I remembered, did you watch Sam Bee's Not the White House Correspondents' Dinner?
No.
It was brilliant, and it involved Will Ferrell giving a speech as George W. Bush. And the first thing he does is he just walks on stage and looks around for a minute and then goes, "How do you like me now?"
Yeah, that's perfect. Actually, Will Ferrell was a perfect choice since he was probably most popular during the Bush administration.
Oh, yeah. It's good. It's like, I didn't expect history to get this kind to me this fast. I'm not the worst president of the 21st century anymore.
Time for a nap, sweetie.
Stevataki-one, we're gonna take this Big Daddy with us, I think.
What do you do? Just like leave a trail of candy for it to follow you or something?
No. First of all, I'll take more picture of it. Get a new tonic, Photographer's Eye 2. Which is a good thing to have, I guess, because it helps increase the scores for our film, so we'll level that up. Instead, hypnotize Big Daddy. Now it's our Big Daddy.
This place.
Hello, Fire.
Yeah. Did we? I guess. I think it's a little too late for us to defile it, though. But ran in here. So that opens up this little space. This is a very odd sort of thing.
Odd indeed. Uh-oh.
And alcohol.
I was like, your insanity meter's dropping.
Let's see. not really much important here.
I am deeply disturbed by that stone circle, and I really think you should stop walking into it.
Yeah, this...
This is exactly the place where you're gonna summon some bad shit just by being there.
Maybe. Let's maybe not be here.
Like, you don't walk into stone circles. You don't. At best, something's gonna follow you home
They
from the
dress up
circle.
in leaves and call themselves the Saturnine. Please. They drink human blood and chant, "Harness the flame, harness the mist," and believe they're touched by the ancient gods. An aging bunch of frat boys tilting back goblets of plasmids and calling it ambrosia.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's a stupid cult thing, I guess.
Cults are always pretty fratty, aren't they?
Yeah. I guess. I don't think I would know.
I mean, I've never been in one myself, but most of what I read about them is pretty... To be fair, we don't have frats here either, so most of what I know from them is also the less charming newspaper news about them.
So yeah, it's just more of these Houdini splicers, except I guess think they're in this stupid cult.
Yeah, teleporting bastards.
And Big Daddy just destroys it immediately.
Good lad.
This is a weird part of the game, to be honest. Like there's this whole cult, and this is about it. Maybe it comes back later, but as far as I remember, they're just here. They exist. That's the extent of their importance to anything.
That's generally the extent of cults' importance to anything.
It's like at the last minute, what type of crazy have we not brought in yet? Cults! Oh, okay. We could maybe take a couple hours to put that in somewhere. So yeah, we need a rose specimen. Hopefully the flower and not the magical alien.
I just realised we mentioned earlier something that has the ultimate example of how frat boy cults can be. Frickin' Immortan Joe's cult in Mad Max Fury Road is just like the ultimate frat party.
We all make choices, but in the end...
Didn't notice us!
Oh, just wondering about her day and then dead.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
Needed some first aid, kids. It takes some pistol rounds. An enemy is triggered. Huh.
Really filling in that map, though.
You know, I've been trying to think of a good joke about the fact that every time a camera notices an enemy, it says enemy triggered. But I don't think there's any joke I could do at this point that wouldn't be hackneyed, so...
To be fair, most of the jokes about triggers are pretty shitty.
True.
Trigger is a genuine psychological term that people are now afraid to use because of all the internet bullshit about it.
The internet ruining all words, always.
Yep.
Also, I think those two are killing me.
I think what's going to happen is the internet is going to keep destroying words until the only method we have left of communication is reaction GIFs.
Oh god.
And that's when the computers are going to take us out. It'll be like 1984. We don't have the language of dissent anymore or any method of communication without the computers.
Yes.
So, the computers can just, take over. Rule the world.
Yes, rule our reaction world.
Well, if we can't communicate without computers, we'll be completely dependent on them to supply us with GIFs.
Yes.
and they will only supply us with the gifts that allow us to communicate messages that the robots approve of.
Yes.
It'll be like thought policing, but with gifts.
Gift policing.
Oh, you can tell how tired my work week makes me.
That you thought of gift policing.
Yes. I didn't even think of anything, I just talked for a bit there. Tree farm. Lovely.
Yes, a farm for trees. It's kind of too late for that, though. They're dying.
They did.
Gotta get rid of this guy because he has the turret controlling thing.
It's always good to have the turret controlling
But
thing.
now that we got rid of him, we can hack it and have him as one of our own!
Yay!
Friend!
Hello, friend.
Now, I'm a woman of science,
Arcadia and
but I'm
oxygen.
also a woman who's not afraid of turning a buck or two. Ryan said if I could boost profits in Arcadia, part of the up would ride on my hip. So I get to thinking, we're paying for oxygen when we got photosynthesizing trees. Hell, we can even sell the extra to the rest of the city and undercut the other guys. Ryan will like that for sure. Fontaine's people have moved into the O2 biz tooth and claw.
See, literally selling oxygen.
Yes.
I'm back to fully believing that the moral of this game is that capitalism will destroy us all.
Yeah.
Oh, suddenly, like Italy or something.
Kind of.
No,
I don't know.
probably France.
We have another weapon upgrade, so let's upgrade our machine gun.
Make it shinier.
Yes. There's a dead guy on fire, that's... I mean, I guess that's bad, but that's also kind of normal at this point.
I mean, at least you don't have to kill him.
Like strangers.
A lot of... Oh, God! Hello! Damn Houdini slicer. I think our turret just died.
Oh yes, run, you coward!
Come on! I think she's dead. God damn it.
I mean, she's not yelling at you anymore, so probably.
Welcome to the circus of value.
Yeah, that's one of those clips that is just not getting endearing, it's just getting all the more normal. Not normal, annoying, and I think it's because a clown is involved.
Yes, probably.
Nothing endearing involves clowns.
Yes. I almost wondered if that was just on purpose.
It's a good shorthand for making something unnecessarily creepy is involving clowns.
Yes. Gotta try to open this safe. Oh God, we're about to die out. We're already screwed.
We did.
So this is where they start doing the annoying thing where if you don't react immediately, you're pretty much screwed. And this is the other new little pipe item. The one with that goes like in diagonal directions, like the Pikachu's tail of pipes.
Huh.
So it does the opposite. At least for that one pipe, it takes longer than the other one, so it gives you a bit more time.
Nifty.
Yes. There's a lot of things. Some anti-personnel, bullets, and... So the good thing, at least, is that some of the areas we've gone to, we didn't have to go to yet, so when we do have to go to them, it at least won't take a while when we do. It'll be much quicker.
Good to know. I feel like exploring and filling out the map ahead of time so you know where to go.
Yeah.
Also, honestly, on the subject of Pikachu, I have this, like, whiteboard and markers that I take to all my classes because it's really good for if a kid can't figure out a word and I don't know what the Japanese word is, we can draw the thing and figure out the word together. Or just, showing words and stuff. It's always fucking useful. But, if there's a little time before class and the kids are just hanging out and you leave out a whiteboard and a marker, 95% of the time somebody will draw Pikachu.
That's not shocking.
This applies to all age groups between 4 and 13.
Cool.
One of these kids will draw a Pikachu.
Yeah, so this is the area where we were last time. And thankfully took out all the enemies and stuff, so we could just grab the rose. But unfortunately some more guys show up.
As per usual.
Not that it really matters because we already hacked everything, so honestly everything can do our work for us.
Gotta sit back and watch people die.
Yes. See the other guys down there? Yeah, let's not get in the way of his fire. We just destroyed from every angle.
Get wrecked!
So now we have the rose. Now we can hopefully help with whatever this woman's plan is to... Please don't die of oxygen. Yeah. Slow-paced. Yeah, basically.
Slow-paced with, constantly shooting shit and blowing shit
Yes.
up, but it just gets so samey after a while.
It kinda does. At some point it's hard to say, oh look, we shot that guy with the same weapon in the same way.
Plot twist. We shot him with a slightly different weapon this time.
Yes. I feel like there was something I wanted to bring up. I will say that is a new one. Because, the only time I've ever seen the thing of, hey, how about we sell oxygen? It's usually pure comedy. But these are characters seriously considering doing just that.
Yeah, no, they're genuinely under the sea. They're literally stuck under the sea. They have control of supply of oxygen. Well, I have to say, I'm pretty sure most of those trees are not very efficient when it comes to oxygen production. Trees are great, trees are famously great at oxygen production, but most of them are very, there's the whole reason the rainforest are called the lungs of the world. Those trees are rainforest trees are a lot more efficient than, northern hemisphere trees. What is it? The trees that don't stay green all year, deciduous? It's been a long time since I've studied trees. But, they're not very efficient because they're built in to lose their leaves half the year.
Yeah.
So, even if there isn't a seasonal cycle going on down there, the trees will still keep trying to lose their leaves. So they're not very efficient. Also, apparently, spider plants are among the most efficient at oxygen production to the point that, they're on NASA's list of top 10 plants to put on your spaceship.
What a specific list.
Makes me so proud of my spider plants. If I ever need to flee to space, I'll take them with me and I'll be okay.
Cool.
Also, honest to God, spider plants breed so fast that you could probably just eat them and have a good supply of food and it would keep going because, if you need a spider plant, you know anyone who needs spider plants, please tell me because there are so many of them.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, you can tell I'm tired today. I'm rambling about my spider plants.
Don't worry, I'm always tired.
Forever and ever.
Yes.